we're going to start out kind of in the more aggressive animal locations. All right, so off we go.
Whee!
Choo choo.
Chugga 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 choo choo. Choo choo soul.
Again, remember this doesn't have the a full like 360 view in the cart, but I tried to make it so that you could see from each cart fairly well. So
What are those things?
I will let you know here in just a moment.
Wouldn't third person be 360?
Does that allow? I mean, you can try that, or again, like I said, when you get to this area, especially because there's glass, hit F1 so that you don't actually see the glass panes in front of your screen.
You can do a third person and the F1, and it's pretty good.
Sweet. Thank you,
What's the
Zach.
third person key? I forgot.
F5.
F5.
We have blitzes. They are the ones... Blitzes and blizzes. I believe blitzes are the ones that have like the whirlwind more so underneath them. You can normally find them in windy biomes. These ones are a little bit more blue compared to like when I look up and find all the information online. So I think they kind of change a little bit depending on where they are placed. But it gives off, its breath sounds like the wind. If you obviously see it in the wild, hopefully you guys have your sound turned down, like I said, because all you're going to hear through this ride is ghasts otherwise. So, and that'll be annoying. The one problem I do have is that a lot of them do like to bunch up in corners. So as you can see, oh goodness.
They're fighting.
They're fighting bad.
I have had these guys for like 3 years.
Oh my god.
And they have never fought before.
Oh no.
Everybody look away.
It's hard not
to move on.
All right.
Oh,
Move it along.
I don't think that's supposed to happen.
All right. That was blitzes, blizzes, and frost stalkers. The frost stalkers, I named them after some stormtroopers and clone troopers. Their names were Dave the Stormtrooper, Rick the Door Technician, Phasma, Rex, and Cody. The blizzes were named after some Viking characters, and we'll see how they survive. We have to go back through there, so we'll see how they are as we go. So these are some grizzly bears. Bears right here. They normally spawn in forests and taiga biomes. After eating honey, you can feed the bear raw salmon to tame it, and once you tame them, they can be ridden. Otherwise, they might attack you. So you have to wait for them to, you can either feed them honey or you can wait for them to find honey in the wild and start eating them. And once they seem like they are nice and content, you can get them tamed. All right, grizzly bears. These guys are Susan, Peter, Edmund, Lucy, Eustace,
oh yeah,
Caspian, and Trumpkin. So that are those guys. All right, where's my button? Moving on.
They're cute.
Oh, bless you, Buffy. I think he just nodded at us. These guys are in kind of bigger pens because they are the more dangerous of the animals, so I did want to keep a further distance from them just because I don't trust all of you. All right, these are warped Moscows. They have to be summoned. So they are a hostile mob, but they are summoned by getting a crimson mosquito to bite a warped fungi covered mungus, which will then grow, will go blue and then will grow into one of these guys. So these guys are not something you will just come across very naturally in the wild. But this is Timon and Pumbaa. There's some whales off in the distance because there's always whales everywhere. Another little view of those guys. All right, we have our tigers over here. These guys can be found in snowy areas, but they are also often in bamboo jungles or cherry groves. They can be hostile. Normally, if you leave them alone, they will leave you alone as well. They will turn nearly invisible though right before they attack, so they are pretty difficult to fight. But they will also inflict the still effect on a player if you end up their enemy. So good to avoid those. These guys are Tommy, Jenny, Sean, Joey Ice Cream, Kevin, Jimmy, Nikki, and Doki. I don't know how many people know the Black Donnellys, but that's what these guys are named after.
They look very docile.
They're
It's
very
me.
happy right now. They're nice and sleepy, so don't have to worry about them. Hello.
Oh, they make cute noises.
All right, these guys, like I said, do have some trouble with some of the pens. Everyone kind of trying to like bunch up into a corner because they are trying to get back to like their natural habitat. So these guys aren't super spread out. Anyone that has made a little village or a home should recognize these guys. These are pillagers, evokers, and ravagers. They are hostile mobs that will generally show up in raids. So evokers are, you can kind of see them. They're the guys wearing the robes. They've got like a yellow people pens. Yes. They are spellcasting illagers found in the woodland mansions and raids. Pillagers are found in wandering patrols, outposts, or in raids, and the ravagers fight alongside the illagers. Oh, here he comes. There's one of them. The pillagers are Eleanor Shellstrop, Cheetah, Jason, and Michael. The evokers are Bucky, Kayla, Mr. Hammond, Travis, and Chelsea. And the ravagers are Jeff, Dean, Troy, Abed, Annie, Shirley, and Britta. Next stop is going to be our Tarantula Hawks and our Gusters.
Coyote Peterson let one of these things sting him.
Yes.
That he did.
All right, so the Tarantula Hawks are found in the desert and Badlands. They are neutral mobs, and they can be tamed by feeding them fermented spider eyes. And their nemesis are spiders. If they come across a spider, they will attack them, drag them around. They are kind of awful to them.
I like that they keep getting torn up. With
They
the
do.
little thing.
They get spun around with the gusters. So the Tarantula Hawks are Veronica, Logan, Lily, Keith, and Weevil. The gusters, they will attack by shooting sand, and if a guster is named Twister, it gets googly eyes. So as you can see, I think I have 3 of them in here. There's 1 in the back, 2 in the back, and they have some googly eyes because they got named Twister. But the rest of them are named Claire, Bennett, Peter, Siler, Hero, Matt, and Nikki.
I like just seeing him get spun.
Yeah, I know. All right, these guys, actually, I think if I turn it dark, they might come out. These guys are rocky rollers. They are normally found in dripstone cave biomes. They attack by rolling to the player, and the player will receive an earthquake effect if it gets hit. These guys are named from 2 different things. So Celine, Victor, and Michael. And then Claire, Alice, and Jill. There is one rolling around in the background, but that is how they get around normally, is by rolling. There one goes. They do kind of like to stay in a little area. I should have made the whole thing kind of like a cave, but I do have a walking path that's like above the train track, so I didn't want to block that at all, but alright, so these are Komodo dragons. As you can see from the ones that are in front of us, they are looking like they're hugging, but they are actually just fighting. So normally you have to keep them separated because they will just fight, so I do have that one in the back. He is separated by glass because otherwise they just go after each other. Sometimes they will be able to take one out pretty quickly. These guys have been in locked up like this now for a couple of hours. So these guys are normally found in jungle biomes. They do have a bite attack that will inflict poison, and as you can see, they often wrestle each other. So these guys are named Ian Malcolm, Ellie Sattler, and Alan Grant. And they will do this for forever. Your buddy's on the left one. Yeah, I can't see their health right now. It doesn't show that like any health is coming off of them, but I guess we'll see how that goes. Alright, and then I believe this is the last of the danger pens. These are the anacondas. These are found in swamp and mangrove swamps. They can be pacified. There's none on this side, so we'll keep going. Oops. They can be pacified with raw chicken. But if one swallows 3 large entities, such as a player, it may drop some shed snakeskin. But they will grab you and try to eat you if you get attacked. They do come in sections, so some of these are actual size anacondas. I don't know if you can see some in the back. They are definitely missing some of their links. There's like half of one going around. And often
caterpillars.
that's often what will happen if I try to move one. Yeah, no, Dad, I am not giving examples of any animals eating players today.
You can call that short one Stumpy.
I'll do it.
No. I named them after 2 shows. So this is Sam, Dean, and Castiel, and then Olivia, Peter, Walter, and Astrid.
Nice.
And those 2 like to hang out next to the wall. They have been for a while. All right. Coming back to these guys, it looks like all the flying ones lived. I don't see any more of the other guys. I think the Froststalkers lost that fight, unfortunately, so